Imagine waking up one day with the ability to soar through the skies, or the strength to lift up a bus. We could have X-ray vision, or walk through the wall if we lose our house keys. Cool, right? Welcome back to an alternate world where people have superpowers. But what would the benefits of a superworld be? Would we have friendly neighborhood vigilantes to watch our backs? Or would pesky supervillains try to take over the world every day? And would you believe that there are supes living among us already? Let's dive into a world where the extraordinary is ordinary. So a world with supes in it may or may not be awesome, but how could people actually get superpowers? We got inspired by some of our favorite pop culture references and found 4 different ways humans could get them. First up, we have genetic mutation and evolution. This entertains the idea that superpowers come from an altered state of human DNA. Think about the X-Men, where superheroes are called mutants and possess unique abilities due to an evolutionary leap in their genetic code. Suddenly, you get mutants with all sorts of talents, from the well-known Professor X with telepathic powers, to the weirdest like Marrow, whose mutation causes her bones to grow at an accelerated speed, which she then breaks off and uses as weapons. Sort of cool, but also ew. We also see genetic mutation in the series Heroes, where ordinary people discover they have extraordinary powers after a dormant gene is awakened by an eclipse. Then we have Disney's Sky High and The Incredibles, which show families born with innate powers who pass their super traits over generations. Oh, and let's not forget Jumper, a movie that takes us into a world where teleportation is a genetic trait. Although these are all fiction, could something in our genes take us to a new evolutionary level? Only time will tell. Next up, I want to look at the superpowers acquired through medical compounds. In The Boys, everyone believed supes were born with their abilities, but in reality, it was all thanks to Compound V, a serum secretly administered by Vought International to babies at birth. This serum gave them their incredible abilities while keeping the illusion of them being natural-born heroes. It made it very convenient to use supes to basically police the world. Similarly, the Powerpuff Girls got their powers from a mix of Chemical X. And in the movie Lucy, she's able to unlock her brain's full potential with a synthetic substance. Just like me on coffee. While in Limitless, NZT48 gives Eddie Mora unprecedented mental abilities. Imagine what you could achieve with a little mental boost. Maybe you could finally get around to the spring cleaning that you've put off for months. Then, there are those who get their powers from other worlds. Here you have the planet Krypton, birthing superheroes like Superman, Supergirl, Krypto the Superdog, Beppo the Super Monkey, Power Girl, and the supervillain General Zod. Oh, and how could we forget the famous brother duo from Marvel, Thor and Loki, who were gods from Asgard? Last but not least, we have superpowers given through technological advancements such as the likes of Iron Man and Batman. With a little bit of genius and a whole lot of money, they created suits and gadgets to fight against crime and save the world. With current advancements in AI, biotechnology, and wearable tech, we're inching closer and closer to creating real-life superheroes. You just need a billionaire to finance it and you're all set. Hey Elon, wanna hook me up? But did you know that even without techie suits or the coolest gadgets, there are already mere mortals walking around with superpowers? Well, kind of. There's no one running around with adamantium claws. Yet.
Nobody at school messes with me anymore. Ever since I got my Wolverine claw.
Scientists say that whether it's through genetics or training, some humans can develop some extraordinary abilities. Take Alex Honnold, for example. This climber, often compared to a real-life Spider-Man, scales sheer rock walls without any ropes. People thought he was unhinged because he felt no fear when climbing these incredible heights. But when scientists scanned his brain in 2016, they discovered his amygdala, the brain region linked to fear, didn't even flinch when confronted with scary situations. Oh, I wish I had that. I can't even make a phone call without rehearsing it 10 times. Neuroscientist Jane Joseph mentioned it's possible that Honnold conditioned himself to tamp down certain brain activity by meticulously planning each move, giving him this outstanding daredevil ability. Then there's the Bajau people of the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia, who are known for their ability to stay underwater for as long as 13 minutes at depths of up to 230 feet. How on earth are they able to do this? Well, the Bajau have evolved a genetic advantage to use oxygen more efficiently. Over time, natural selection has favored a larger spleen, which holds oxygenated red blood cells. While diving, their spleens contract and spurt this reserve into the bloodstream, allowing them to dive longer and deeper than most humans. A truly breathtaking ability. And super agility? Not just the thing from the Avengers movies. Swordsman Isao Machi can slice a bullet in half mid-air with a single swing of his sword. His incredible reflexes and precision have been honed through years of training, making him a real-life superhero. There's also people with photographic memory and heightened cognitive abilities, like the mathematician John von Neumann, who was able to memorize a column of the phone book at a single glance. And although that sounds outstanding, people like Michael Dautino are currently working with neuroscientists on research to enhance cognitive performance on anyone. Research is revealing that certain memory techniques allow the formation of networks in the brain that anchor new memories to old ones, allowing a faster way of remembering and processing information. Moreover, advancements in AI and cyber technology are bringing us even closer to having real-life superpowers. Exoskeletons that enhance human strength, AI that augments our intelligence, and cutting-edge medical devices that heal injuries faster are just a few examples of this. This alternate world doesn't sound so unbelievable after all. But what exactly would be some of the benefits of a world full of superheroes? Well, first, let's just assume that people with superpowers are not monsters like the ones on The Boys, but have great morals and actually care for humanity. In that case, these individuals could act as society's protectors, taking on threats from natural disasters to criminal masterminds. And if we're talking science and technology, some superpowers such as superintelligence or enhanced senses could lead to groundbreaking discoveries. Barry Allen, also known as the Flash, works as a forensic scientist and uses his super speed to solve crimes. Moreover, his knowledge of physics and chemistry allow him to manipulate the speed force and even travel through time. Could you imagine that? Other heroes, like Aquaman and Squirrel Girl, can communicate with various animals in their habitats. If humans were to have these abilities, not only could we learn more about them, but we could also have a conversation with our pets that's not just one-sided. If you're interested in this topic, don't miss the chance to watch our alternate world episode about communicating with animals. Lastly, exploration and discovery would reach new heights. Supers could explore uncharted territories and uncover hidden mysteries, whether on Earth or in the far reaches of space. Captain Marvel is a superhero that possessed what the comics called cosmic awareness, meaning that they had the power to perceive all universes and realities. If a superhero like that were to exist in this alternate world, they'd probably work at NASA, assisting with the exploration of space and other planets, maybe finding us a sweet home on Mars. Or, to switch things up a bit, maybe we could use these powers to make some discoveries on Earth. Just imagine if we had a superhero who could tell us the secrets of the ocean. And no, I don't mean Aquaman. Any fan of Hellboy is familiar with Abe Sapien, his aquatic sidekick. Abe's amphibious physiology allows him to breathe underwater and swim at great speeds. He has increased strength, stamina, and durability, and appears to be at least somewhat immortal, considering he's over 200 years old. If he were to become a marine explorer, we could know what secrets the 80% of our unexplored ocean floors hold. With all these incredible benefits, having superpowers in our world could lead to amazing advancements and a brighter, more hopeful future. But with all the positives comes some pretty big negatives. Brace yourself, folks, because things can get pretty ominous with superpowers. Now, people are often afraid when things are different from them or what they're used to. In The Boys, we see how supes are viewed with suspicion and fear. In this alternate world, people with extraordinary abilities could be seen as threats or anomalies, fueling paranoia, xenophobia, and social division between supes and non-supes. There's also the possibility of debauchery. In The Boys, characters like Homelander use their immense power to intimidate and control, showing us just how terrifyingly easy it is for super individuals to become tyrants. This makes us wonder about the moral implications about having superheroes policing the world. If they had all this power, what's to stop them from abusing it? Without proper oversight and laws to moderate their powers, supers could operate with impunity, evading consequences for their actions. Which begs the question, who could hold these powerful beings accountable when they step out of line? And let's not be naive, it can happen the other way around too. Superpowered individuals could be targeted by governments, corporations, or criminal organizations eager to harness their abilities for strategic, economic, or nefarious purposes. Some of the greatest comic superheroes were first created as weapons for war, like Captain America and Namor. The potential for abuse is just around the corner from either side of the street. Now it's your turn to wonder. Do you think a world with superheroes could work out? Are we closer to this becoming a reality with the level of technology we hold today? If you were to have a superpower, which one would you like it to be? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell us which alternate world we should explore next.